Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Kim. I am an over 50 makeup teacher, and this video is if you are needing some easy makeup tips for over 50 skin. Okay, I'm 54, and also ways to save you money on product and save you money on product and to save you product in general. So that is what we're going to be talking to today. Ways that you can use less product, which is going to save you money. Also, I have a makeup deal for you that is going to save you money. And then also to give you some tips along the way of what works really well for mature skin. Let's first define mature skin. Mature skin is when you start to see the signs of your life that you've lived, okay? That means you have crow's feet. You might have under eye darkness from staying up for those long nights with your kiddos, or in some cases, your grandkids. I also am a grandmother. You may have larger nasolabial folds and marionette lines. They've deepened. Why? Because you've smiled a lot. And also you've noticed the elasticity in your skin starting to kind of like stretch and drop, so you might see jowls. That's me, okay? And you probably see maybe more texture on your eyelids. Over the years, that skin on our eyelids and around our eyes is so thin. It also, the collagen production, where we used to regenerate collagen when we were younger about every 28 days, and now it can be as much as every 60 to 90 days. So things that we can do for our skin and to be able to help those things, we'll talk about that kind of along the way. I believe, here's my belief in makeup. For me, this is what I've personally chosen. I've chosen to not do injections, okay? No Botox, no surgery, no fillers. So that's just me. If that is you, you do you, okay? So you're not going to hear me or see me slam anybody that has decided to take that route. So this is me. But what I do love to do is to use makeup in order to look like a better version of myself, or to look like my best self at the age of 54. So I'm going to be talking about some products and some techniques that I use in order to do just that. I just want to look more polished. First and foremost, you're seeing me with a bare face, okay? Not even any mascara. And I swear, I feel like I have bald eyes. My eyelashes are not very long. It's totally okay. I do use an eyelash serum and it does help. And I love mascara, but I don't do false eyelashes or extensions or anything. So what you see is what you get here with me. So those are the kind of tips that I like to share. So let's just get started and talk about thank you, and let me know where you're from, because I love to see where people are watching from. I'm not the best at time zones. So right now it's about 20 till 3 p.m. on the East Coast in the United States. So what you see right now is a bare face. The only thing that I do one of the things that I feel like I have under control is my skincare. And if you haven't taken control of your skin, then your makeup, it's not going to be as good as it can be unless you have a good handle on skincare. Okay, so just keeping these three principles in mind, these are the three main pillars, is that you want to cleanse. Do you do that? You want to hydrate. Do you do that? And you want to nourish. Those three things, if you have tackled those three things, then you're well on your way to getting your skin into a good situation to be able to handle makeup like you want it to sit on your face. A couple other things I'm going to mention. If you haven't tried dermaplaning, and I mean you can do this from the privacy of your own home. You can use these Tinkle razors, and they will not cut you. You just gently dermaplane. It's a form of exfoliation in order to get the little peach fuzz and the hairs off of your face. Misconception, is that the hair will come back darker and thicker. And exactly, it's a misconception. That is not the truth. But what you'll notice is your skincare soaks in so much better and your makeup sets in so much better. Now, I do choose to go to my esthetician to have her dermaplaned. If you can get it professionally done, it makes all the difference in the world. So if you have whiskers, which we get through the years and menopause, you know, that one gray that you notice standing out and doing a little happy dance when you get in your car and you look in the rearview mirror. Yeah, that. Get a dermaplaning razor and get that off. So those are just a couple of things that you can do prior to makeup. A couple other things is you need to make sure that your skin is hydrated. All right. I really truly love, this is my skincare is all Korean skincare. They believe in nourishing the skin at its deepest layers. If you have been following me in my stories, you will see the transformation over the last 40 days of my skin using skincare. If you're interested in finding out about more of it, I did a little video. I'll send it to you. All you've got to do is comment K, like in Kim, skin, KSkin. It will come to you. I'll talk a little bit about it, but the transformation is pretty incredible. And I feel I went to the store with no makeup on, okay? And I would have at least maybe added a little bit of bronzer and maybe did something underneath of my eyes before this. I don't need to do that anymore. My skin truly is glowing. But so this is a multi-stick balm. It is good for fine lines. It is good for texture. It hydrates. It has a lot of water in it. Okay, so don't let anybody tell you that you should not be using water on your skin. You absolutely should be using water on your skin. Look where I'm applying this, right there in the nasolabial folds, because that's where we move a lot, right? Our face moves a lot there. Anywhere that you get a lot of movement, right here, my 11s, okay? Look at that, my forehead moves. I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize that area, all right? And then I'm gonna do underneath of my eyes. All right, so these are the common areas that we need to make sure that we've hydrated. Number 2, I don't have to use a primer. Now, if you've been here following me for a while, been on Instagram for a couple of years, I used to preach primer. And I mean, I still recommend it if you feel like your makeup is not staying all day. But again, I'm gonna come right back to the skincare issue. I don't have to use a primer anymore because my makeup just kind of sets beautifully on my skin because I don't need very much of it now. I'm going to jump in with my sunscreen, which is also from K Beauty. And this is a chemical sunscreen though. So I'm going to tell you that first and foremost. It works beautifully under this makeup. If you're interested in the sunscreen, just say sunscreen and we'll get you the link to that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the sunscreen. You should be applying enough sunscreen that would fill the bottom of a shot glass on your face. That's on your face only. Make sure that you don't forget the common areas, the tops of your ears, okay, your neck, your chest, those sorts of things, where the sun will get you. This has an SPF 50 in it. Okay, so it has really good protection, but I use this as my primer. So I've hydrated, I've used my sunscreen, and I'm ready to jump in with makeup. So I want to tell you about a money-saving opportunity for you. Anytime you see me demonstrate, you're going to see me use cream products, cream makeup. And I love the cream makeup products by a company called Saint, okay? Saint Beauty. And looking for all of my shades here. And Saint has all little compacts. Everything is in one compact matched to your skin. All right. And most of the time as we get older, what we find is that we're wearing the wrong color. So if you're still wearing the same color foundation as you have been for the last 5-10 years, it may be time to look into finding a foundation that is probably the better color for you. Too light is going to accentuate all of your fine lines and texture. It's also probably not lasting throughout the day, so you're wondering why your makeup doesn't look the same at 8 a.m. as it does, or at 6 p.m. as it does at 8 a.m. And that could just be something simple like a color change. But the reason that I love cream is because I don't need very much of it. All right, but this money-saving opportunity looks like this. So Saint has come out with, and they've been out for a good while, they are pre-made collections, all right? And these pre-made collections are built by skin tone. So for example, they come in 3 different sizes, okay? This is a number 4 collection. Number 4 meaning you have 4 choices, 1, 2, 3, 4, that fit into the compact. They're all refillable. These little guys pop in and out just like this. All right, these products last so long. Do not let how tiny they are fool you and make you think that's hardly any. Months and months you can get out of this product that's the size of a deck of cards that will do your entire face. So when you purchase a collection from Saint, as it is, and if you're interested in getting matched to a collection, all you've got to do is comment level up. I'll send you the link. You can match yourself depending on using the models that Saint provides, or I can help you, which is what I would rather do, match you to a level. At which point, if you get a small one like this, you save $20. That's like, it's like $107, and you get a brush with it, okay? So you're saving $20. It's everything you need. This is TSA approved. You're going to do your whole face with it, and I'm going to demonstrate the next level. This is the number 8 compact, okay? Number 8 because 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? There's another level. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? 8 colors. This is a level 3. So it's a number 8, holds 8. Level 3, meaning these are the colors that are for my skin tone. You save $32 if you buy a pre-made collection. You get the 3D brush and the collection. You just pop these in and out, and then when you run out, guess what? It's just $16 to refill whatever it is that you need, okay? Depending on, and I think the bronzer is $19, all right? It's that easy. Now, I don't have one of these filled, but we also have a number 12 collection, at which point you save $59. Now, what this does, this one's not filled, but guess how many large tins you can fit in there? 12. Or they have prepackaged these with 6 eyeshadows, okay? And let me tell you, I am so proud of the collections that Saint has built. They listen to artists because we used to have these for a while, and I was not happy with the combinations for mature skin, because for mature skin, we do need to shade a little bit darker than we probably typically would. And they listened and said, okay, let's do some rearranging. So I'm really happy with the levels right now. And the color combinations that they have put into each level, into each pre-made collection. So I think that you will be pleasantly surprised, and it saves you money. So you'll get a form. Once you comment level up, you'll get a form. You can do one of 2 things. You can say, I'm good, I'm gonna match myself. Or I'd love for you to help me. And it's that easy. If I help you, you're gonna send me a selfie, okay, in natural light, and I'm gonna say, oh, I think this is the level that you need. All right, I've done thousands, okay? So please trust me with that. Your selfie is entirely secret, confidential with me. I would never in a million years for millions of dollars, post a photo that I did not have permission to be able to use. So, and it kind of self-destructs after you send it. So let's jump in. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this level 3 and show you what's in it and do it on my face, because that's what I am. If you're interested in getting matched to a collection, you can comment level up. I do want to tell you something though. I will do a full color match for you. I will match you to every color. Okay, it's not pre-made because sometimes, well, I mean, you know, when you think of a pre-made collection, they are generally good, but we all have different skin tones. No two of us are alike. So if you would like for me to be able to help you build your compact straight from scratch, I will do that too. All you've got to do is comment color match. The reason that I have level up and color match is because it's a different form coming your way, and that helps me to be able to sort through who needs what. Okay, so let's do this. When you get a number 8, and this is level 3, you get 3 highlights. The reason that they give you 3 is because it will help you to easily transition into summer or from summer to winter if you need to, okay? Which is totally normal. I am not the same color in the winter as I am in the summer. The other thing is it will also give you a camo color or a color that you can kind of mix together if you need to, if you're in between colors. That's the beauty of creams. And then it gives you an accent highlight. All right, then I'm gonna show you how this works. You get a contour. So these are the first 4 colors that you're gonna get in a number 8. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this brush that you will get in your level, in your pre-made collection. This is the 3D brush. It's the biggest selling brush for good reason. It's versatile. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the fluffy end and I'm gonna squeeze it because I'm gonna show you how to apply the contour first. So I'm gonna go into my contour, I'm gonna dab, and I have very little product on, but I wanna show you, I squeezed it because I want this shape, all right? And if you have brushes already and you cannot get your hands on Saint for whatever reason, you don't live in the United States or Canada, if you're international, we're coming to the UK, Australia, and Mexico soon. But these are just little tips that you can learn along the way. So if you have a brush and you want to contour, squeeze it. I'm gonna go from the top of my ear, I'm gonna find my cheekbone. I am not going to contour in the shadow. For me, if I contour in the shadow, it's going to make my face look skeletonish, right? Because I'm already hollowing out here, okay? It allows for nice bone structure, but if I deepen that even more, it's going to make me look ghoulish. So I'm going to find my cheekbone and I'm almost gonna place it right on top of my cheekbone, just like that. And I'm pressing this makeup in. So what's cool about cream is it warms up to your skin. My face is warm and the cream is going to melt into my skin so it looks like skin. It truly gives you like this beautiful hydrated look. Now I'm gonna do the same to the other side. All right, I'm dab, dab, dab in. And I'm gonna stop about the corner of my eye. And I have more of a kind of a rounder, oval-y shape, but if you have a long face, you can do more of like a little Nike swish, which will help to be able to widen your face a little bit. All right, and now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do the same thing at my hairline. Okay, so the idea with contour is to make the area recede and to add dimension. Our faces aren't one-dimensional. So taking one solid color of foundation all over your face and then adding more product and adding more product and adding more product to be able to build the dimension, I mean, it's a thing, but for me personally, I just like less makeup. So I'm gonna take the color that I need and apply it exactly where I want it on my face, and I'm gonna blend it all, and it's gonna give me a 3D look, but I've only used 1 layer of makeup. So think about that. It's kind of like mind-blowing. Now for my jaw, I'm gonna contour my jaw. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see this. All right, you can see my profile. I have jowls, okay? They suck, but they're there. So I'm gonna show you how, if you have jowls, you would want to contour. So I'm gonna start back here, and remember, contour makes an area recede. I want this little dip to look like it's sitting back in. Okay, I just pushed my skin back in there. All right, I want this to look like it's sitting back in, so I'm gonna keep going right across it. Now wait till I turn forward. Okay, so this is just a shadow. And then I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna do the same over here. Now, nobody should ever be able to really look at you and say, oh, they have contour on. They should just be able to see dimension in your face. So I will have customers message me and say, my contour isn't showing up. So my answer to you is it because you're blending it all the way out? Is it, we do go to Hawaii already. We're in Hawaii. It's part of the United States. Are you blending it all out? Or are you expecting to see it really dark? Okay, because you only want just a small amount of contour, just enough to add some shadow and depth. Your contour should only be a couple of shades lighter than your foundation. Let me take a drink here. All right, so now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna use the pointy end of the 3D brush into my contour. And I'm gonna contour my nose just a little bit. And again, this is only to add shadow. All right, I am not going along the sides of my nose here because that will make my nose appear wider. I'm gonna go as right on top of the bridge and I'm gonna leave this little white line right there, okay? So you can see that. The next color I'm gonna go into is, these are my main highlights. So these are the ones, like in the winter time, my skin is more this color. I don't know why my got so blurry. It's mainly this color. This is Athens. In the winter time or in the summertime, it's more sandy. So right now, we're June. I haven't been out in the sun a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix them, which is cool. They're side by side, so I can dab in the both of them. And it's not like a scrape. I don't want to be able to see the product oozing in my brush. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna feather the product in, okay? But I'm not gonna go over where I've already applied product. I'm going around it. All right, I'm gonna show you some color correcting techniques as well, so hang in there, because if you haven't color corrected before, or if you are using a concealer and it's creasing under your eyes because you're feeling like you have to apply so much product, then let me just show you a little something that might help you. All right, so please don't worry if you don't see me blending it all out right now, because we're gonna fix that. So I'm feathering the product in. If I need more in a particular area, so when it comes to the UK, you'll be able to get it from me. That's how this makeup is not in any store. So you can just say, hey Kim, I'm ready for a color match, because you send to the UK. That's how we're gonna roll. So, all right. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend a little bit down onto my neck just to be able to keep all of that uniform. You know what it's like when you see those people that their face is one color and their neck is another color. All right, now let's go ahead and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, okay? I'm actually gonna use, well, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and color correct under my eyes. And I'm gonna use a color corrector that I have found that I truly, really love. Okay, it is by a company called Amazing Cosmetics, but there's a couple color correctors through Saint that you can also use. But I'm gonna go ahead and use, this one's meant to be a color corrector. And if you're interested in that, I can send this, you can just ask for the color corrector. I'll get you the link set up. This is a salmon pink color. On the color wheel, if you follow blue, you find blue on the color wheel. you find blue on the color wheel and you follow it, hold on just a second, it's all backwards in my phone. If you follow blue on the color wheel and you follow it directly across, it's something from the orange family that will help to correct. So what I'm gonna do is now, instead of color correcting my eyes first, I ended up color correcting my eyes now. Because I think when you use a color corrector first, you end up using too much, where now I can truly see, okay, these are the areas that I need to correct right here. Right here, right? Here's some more blue. Here's some. Here's some. And now I've strategically placed this color corrector only where I need it. Minimal product will yield better results than trying to layer and layer a light concealer where, in order to hide things, in order to hide dark under eyes. Now I'm gonna give that just a second to be able to sit. I'm gonna go ahead and take a beauty blender and just kind of tap. My room is so hot right now, I feel like I'm sweating, or it could be a hot flash. Who knows? I'm sure some of you maybe. Can anyone relate to that? All right, so that's just a minute. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I can get you my referral number for sure. Yeah, just message me directly and I'll get you my Remon referral number. Okay. Now take a look. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what color correcting does. Can you guys see? So it's no longer blue. It does have a little bit of a pink tint, but that's going to leave in a minute because I am going to add a brightener, okay? So let's do that right now. The next shade in your number 8 compact is going to be a brighter color. We refer to it as an accent or a brightening highlight. When you place it strategically, it will bring forward certain areas of your face that are going to stand out, okay? So I'm going to use the corner of the 3D brush. I'm going to go into my accent or my brightening highlight. And sure, all you've got to do, Shelly, is just say color match, or you can say level up, and I'll get you the link and get you matched, okay? Now look where I'm applying this brighter color. Can you just see that? Look where I'm applying it. I didn't apply it in a big triangle. I'm just applying it very lightly right down here. I call this the sweet spot. And I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to warm it up so that it's a very thin layer. Okay, so I brightened that area. Next area I'm going to do is right down between the contour line I drew in my nose. Okay, so your contour is only going to show up as good as the disparity between the colors on your face, okay? So if your contour is too close to your foundation shade, then it may not show up. If it's too far away, then it may be too harsh. So there is that happy medium. That's why I would love to be able to help you find the exact colors for you. All right, the next couple of places I want to show you for accent highlight that are possible. I'm going to go into my accent highlight, and there's that 3D brush, that domed, it's kind of like an angled end. Now, if I just take a wee little bit right underneath in my contour, not a lot, okay, because I still want my neck to be able to blend with my jawline, okay, but it ends up making my cheekbone pop just a little bit more. I'm going to flick up my contour. Okay, so I'm starting to blend. Let's do it on the other side. That is going down, and not a lot, okay, just a wee little bit. And the contour is going up. You don't want to flick your contour down because then it's going to drag your face down. So I've only used 4 products on my face, okay? Only 4. And look at the dimension, look at the coverage, look at the dewy glow. It is, I feel like this product was designed for mature skin. And if you haven't heard about using products that are more cream-based for mature skin, well, I'm telling you, okay? Google it. Get on Pinterest, get on YouTube, and just type in, what are the best products for mature skin? And it's gonna come up cream, because it is less likely to be able to crease and show texture, especially if you're using the right color. All right, so I'm gonna go on to the next level. Shazam. This is the number 8 level 3 compact. If you're interested in being matched to a level, just let me know, okay? Now, what I have here is I have a bronzer, I have an illuminator, and you're gonna get 2 lip and cheek colors in there. So let's do bronzer. Let me show you. First, before we do that, I'm gonna use my finger to show you the bronzer placement. And that is just a wee little bit right here. And I'm going to place it right along the border of my contour and down into this letter C, okay? I can, boop, put a little bit on the corner of my nose, my chin if I want. Listen, where does the sun typically hit you? It hits you on the high points of your face, right? So that's, if you're gonna use a bronzer and you want it to look natural, you know, it's not like you would cover your whole face with bronzer, then you just look orange. It's just to add warmth. In a letter C, okay? I've done my nose, I've done my chin. I don't want a lot there, I just want a little. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend, and you're gonna be able to just to see the added warmth. This, in addition to mascara, this is the product that I probably wouldn't go without, okay? It just, it brings life to your face. As we get older, our skin starts to look sallow, and we lose the luminosity. And if you want match to a level, just comment level up and you'll get a link and I can help you with that. Okay. Yeah, it is. It truly is. It just is like looking like yourself, only better, right? It's just a polished look. Now I'm going to go into an illuminator. So let's talk about well, before I do that, let's jump into lip and cheek colors. That only makes sense. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use my brush. And I love how they give you 2. So you can use one, you can use the other, you can mix them, you can use one on your lips, you can use one on your cheeks, whatever works. I'm gonna go ahead and start at the apple of my cheek and work my way up. I love to be able to see color from the front. I know you'll see maybe a lot of different videos and tutorials that talk about, you know, from the corner of your eye up, you want high, but I really love seeing just a little bit of healthy color from the front. I think it looks youthful. Okay, so keep in mind, I've only used one brush and the colors in this compact that are the size of a deck of cards. This is my face. I can add mascara and I can go. I'll even show you how you can use these as eyeshadows. This is the number 8 level 3 compact. If you're interested in saving money, so you can save $32 by getting this size, you can save $20 by getting a number 4, and you can save $59, I believe, with the number 12, which comes with 6 eyeshadows, I believe, and 2 brushes. All right, so you pick your poison. All right, I am gonna go in with a little bit more color, only this time I'm gonna go into the other color. This is Boardwalk, and it's just a tad lighter. So I can come in just a little bit more. And doesn't that look healthy? And because this is a peachy pink, you can apply it in kind of other areas. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna use a different brush that's not part of the collection, but this is called the multitasker, a flat edge and a small edge. So all the brushes are double-ended. I'm gonna go into my contour and I am just going to contour right there. And already that has given my lips a little plump. I have thin lips and they keep disappearing because as we get older, our lips actually start to fold under, okay? My top lip is virtually non-existent when I smile, which is okay. But I can use this simple technique as opposed to filler to make them look a little bit fuller. All right, and then I'm gonna go into Boardwalk and use it on my lips. Okay. Now, one thing I did not do that I want to do is my eyelids get really veiny, so I'm just gonna go into that accent highlight or that brightening highlight, and I'm gonna add it over my eyelids. And it's just gonna be able to even it out. Now, if I do a full eyeshadow look, I will use an eyeshadow primer because I really believe that an eyeshadow primer is more beneficial for helping your eyeshadow to be able to last longer and not crease as the day goes on. We have a lot of texture on our eyelids, so you've got to be concerned a little bit about that. Or if your eyeshadow is disappearing by the end of the day, you want to add longevity to it. So an eye primer. If you're interested in knowing what kind I use, just, well, I'll tell you really quickly. I love Sigma. It is in the color Persuade. It says eyeshadow base primer, and I can get you that link too. All right, so I did my whole face. I haven't finished my mascara, but I want to show you how I can use my bronzer on my eyes. All right, and I'll just go ahead and use the end of the 3D brush that you would get with the collection. I'm going in just a little bit. All right, and I'm going to apply it in my crease. And what I love about cream is that it is forgiving, okay? If you make a faux pas, if you make a boo-boo, you can easily back your way out, blend it out, whatever. With liquids and powders, it requires, I don't know, a lot more than that. Like you have to wash your face or wash it off or whatever that is. But with cream, you just kind of blend through it. But that's with the bronzer as my eyeshadow. Okay, what if I just wanted to just do that? Can you see yourself doing just something like that? All right, now here's an illuminator. An illuminator is just to add a wee little bit of luminosity, radiance to the skin. This is something that in my generation, if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, we didn't really know what an illuminator was. It's really something that has come to the forefront of the cosmetic industry, I would say probably in the last 10 to 15 years. And it was mostly touted with younger generation and using a powder. This is in cream formulation, and I believe that this is one little product that is beneficial to add to your makeup stash simply because you can add a subtle glow at any point. And again, I mentioned earlier, our skin becomes sallow looking. It loses its luminosity, and by adding a little bit, not up here where I get all of the, creases, is that I put it right at the top of my cheekbones, okay? Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add my favorite mascara. I do use Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions, and we're gonna be good to go. I'm gonna see if there are any. There are no parabens at all in this makeup. There's only 11 ingredients. Okay, everything in this makeup line rates at between a 1 and a 2 on the EWG. There's lanolin in it, there's beeswax in it. So a couple of the questions we will get, artists will get, like when you get your makeup, you might see little, they kind of look like little bubbles, but that's actually the beeswax that is coming to the surface. It doesn't do anything other than be able to help the cream go on very, very smoothly. And of course, beeswax is extremely good for the skin. Okay. When you put on your mascara, rolling the wand, blinking, and shaking the wand from left to right is beneficial to be able to get length and spread your lashes out without them all clumping together. This is what is this called? What kind of mascara is this? Oh, yeah. It wraps little fibers, a tubular. God, I couldn't think again, menopause brain. It's a tubular mascara. So it wraps little fibers around your lashes. I'll zoom in so that you can see how much longer my lashes are now after using the serum. I swear my lashes are basically, I feel like my eyes are bald. But these are all mine. All mine. All right. Let's just review really quickly, and then we're going to wrap this up. I am going to go ahead, because it's really hot out, I'm going to take a little bit of setting spray. This is a really light setting spray. It's actually called a Set and Refresh Spray by Thrive, and I don't like a lot. Oh, good grief. Look what happened. All right, we'll fix that in a minute. If that ever happens, let it dry. Okay, if you try to wipe that right away, I don't care what kind of foundation you have, it's going to smear. So we're just gonna let it dry. You guys can just stare at this mascara spot while I'm addressing this. At the very end of your application, adding a setting spray, making sure that it is a water-based setting spray if you're using water-based foundation. If your foundation has a silicone ingredient, then you want to find a setting spray that has a silicone ingredient. You don't want to mix the two, or they're not going to set well together on your face. All right, so let's just go ahead and take this little, see that? Voila. Gotta let it dry. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. If you're interested, make sure you click follow for easy over 50 makeup tips. And I will be uploading this. If you didn't get a chance to watch it all, you can go back and watch it. And make sure you comment level up if you want Match to a Level by Saint, by Skin Tone, or Color Match, or any of the other products. Just let me know. I'll get the links right to you. You guys have a great weekend. My name is Kim, and I love teaching easy over 50 makeup tips.